Hi, I'm Brad with Outdoors with Brad. Well, today we're on private property and we're going to take this picture behind me. So we're shooting on a 4x5 camera with black and white film. So join me as I take this picture. And please subscribe to my channel. It helps me make more videos like this one. And also like this video if you like it. As always, the picture I'm taking right now is going to be at the end of the video, so please stick around for that. So thank you for joining me, and let's take this picture and see what we get. So thank you, and I'll see you next time on Outdoors with Brad. Well, hello and welcome to Outdoors with Brad. So I went to this private event on some private property and saw this scene of white aspen trees against a dark stone wall right at 12 o'clock noon. The contrast between the white aspens and the dark stone wall was perfect, and I wanted to shoot it. So I talked to the owner and asked him if I could come back and shoot it with my 4x5 camera, and told him that it would take about an hour to take the picture. He said, sure, come back anytime, and if any of his people ask what I am doing there, just tell them that I said that it was okay for you to be there. Perfect. So a week later, with good weather, I went back out there and shot this picture and video. Now, the white aspens were about 4 stops lighter than the dark stone wall, and I wanted the detail in the dark stone wall. So I exposed for the stone wall to make sure I got the detail I wanted in it, and gave it a normal development time in the processing, which gave me a thick or dark negative to work with. In the printing, I had to burn down the trees and the snow just a little bit to get the detail in them that I wanted. So what do you think? Please leave me a comment down below and let me know if you liked the shot. So what are the pros and cons of shooting a 4x5 film camera? Well, the pros are, number one, the 4x5 inch large film. The film size gives you very nice large prints with lots of detail and very little grain. My favorite print size is 16 by 20, so I like the large film size. Number two, I like the ability to develop the film one sheet at a time if I need to. This gives me a lot of control on the contrast of the film, one shot to the next. I usually shoot 6 sheets of film on each shot. 2 sheets with a normal exposure, 2 sheets 1 stop underexposed, and 2 sheets 1 stop overexposed. This gives me the best chance of getting the great shot I want. Number 3 is a 4x5 camera with all of the controls of the front lens board for focusing and the film back for perspective control. There are more controls that I normally don't use, but I have at my disposal. The cons are, number 1, the cost of film and being able to find it and the chemicals to process the film. Also, the paper to print on. Number 2 is the darkroom to work in, unless you send off your film to get processed and printed. In the darkroom, you have the enlarger, trays, and accessories to print your enlargements. Number 3 is the time you spend on shooting, processing, and printing the shot. It's much easier and much faster and cheaper to shoot digitally. So, unless you really want to shoot film on a 4x5 camera, it is much cheaper and easier to shoot it on a 35mm digital camera. But it is more fun and you have more control shooting the 4x5 camera with film. So that's my pros and cons of shooting the 4x5 camera with black and white film. So what are your pros and what are your cons of shooting the 4x5 camera? Please leave a comment below and let me know. Here I am focusing the camera one last time before I take the picture. I am mainly focusing on the big tree on the right and letting the high f-stop with the long depth of field bring in the stone wall into focus. I am shooting at f22 at 1/2 second. There is not much wind, so I can get away with the long shutter speed of 1/2 second on my camera. So here I go, checking the shutter for the 1/2 second shutter speed and making sure that the cable release works. So I pull out the dark slide, make sure that the trees are not blowing in the wind, and shoot the shot. Now I always shoot 2 sheets of film at the same exposure and process only 1 sheet and have the second sheet of film for a backup sheet and to use for a second processing with a different development time to adjust my contrast of the shot. So I always mark my film holders of the exposure. This time it is f22 at 1/2 second and put an N for normal or a +1 or a -1 for over and under exposed sheets of film. So I have choices in the processing. So my next video will be from New Mexico. I will be traveling down there to shoot some rocks at night. So please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video of shooting nighttime shots. So remember earlier in the video I told you that I got permission to shoot here from the owner of the property? Well, it's a good thing I did, because somebody came to check in on me. How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Oh, Jenny said I could take some pictures.
What's that?
You know them?
Yes, sir.
They said I could come out here.
Oh, good deal.
They said, anybody shows up, just tell them said it's okay.
Yes, sir. Good deal. I just got to make sure. Sometimes people come up here and they'll set up all their equipment and trespass and all that. But
Yeah, said he had good people and they'll be checking on me.
I appreciate it. Take care.
No, thank you, thank you.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving too.
You too, thank you. So, thank you for watching this video, and remember, at the end of this video, you will see the picture I just took. So, please leave a comment below if you like them, and like this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me make more videos like this one. Well, I'll see you next time in the next video in New Mexico, shooting rocks at night amongst the stars. So, don't miss that one. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching Outdoors with Brad. Bye-bye. So, thank you for joining me on this little photo expedition. So, nice background, huh? It's a little bit of light got on the rock wall by the time I finished, so we'll see what we get. So remember, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Outdoors with Brad. Thanks.